Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Newsbrowse News broadcast. According to a report by UPI, SpaceX has entered into an agreement to acquire Cursor, an artificial intelligence coding startup developed by San Francisco-based Anisphere, Inc., for $60 billion. The acquisition, disclosed in a filing with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, will make Cursor a wholly owned subsidiary of SpaceX once finalized. SpaceX expects the transaction to conclude during the third quarter of 2026. The space exploration company revealed on social media that it has been utilizing Cursor to train an AI model. This announcement comes amid a strong performance for SpaceX on the stock market, with its shares climbing approximately 16% on Tuesday morning following its recent public debut. Cursor, which launched in 2022 as a tool for software production, announced last November that its annual revenue had surpassed $1 billion. Under the terms of the agreement, SpaceX will face a $1.5 billion termination fee and $8.5 billion in computing commitments if the transaction is not completed. Michael Truill, CEO of Cursor, expressed excitement over the partnership, highlighting Cursor's AI model, Composer, which is reportedly 4 times faster than comparable models. According to CBS News, Semyon Skrepetsky, a prominent 44-year-old Russian artist and vocal critic of President Vladimir Putin, was shot dead on Monday morning in the eastern Polish city of Biała Podlaska. Investigators report that Skrepetsky, whose real name was Robert Kusovkov, was approached by an unidentified gunman on a pedestrian path who fired 5 shots at close range, inflicting fatal wounds to his chest and head. The assailant fled the scene and remains at large. On Tuesday, Polish authorities detained 2 Belarusian citizens near the local Belarusian consulate, though officials emphasize that they have not been charged and their connection to the crime is still being determined. Skrepetsky fled Russia in 2021 to escape political persecution and had been living in Poland, where he continued to create anti-Kremlin artwork targeting Vladimir Putin, Alexander Lukashenko, and Ramzan Kadyrov. Just days before his death, he had staged a protest in Berlin. Friends revealed he had received numerous threats due to his activism. Polish prosecutors are actively investigating the murder and have not ruled out a potential political motive. According to a report by CBS News, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer has announced a near-total social media ban for children under the age of 16, which is expected to take effect early next year. Under the proposed law, tech companies that fail to comply with the ban could face heavy financial penalties. The ban is designed to protect minors from addictive and potentially harmful platform designs, such as infinite scrolling, messaging with strangers, and interacting with romantic AI companions. While a recent survey shows that up to 90% of parents support the ban, teens have expressed frustration, with some lamenting that the restrictions would sever their main avenue for self-expression. Additionally, the U.S. Embassy in London raised free speech concerns, emphasizing that parents should remain the primary line of defense. Critics also point to Australia, where similar restrictions exist but approximately 70% of youths manage to bypass them anyway. Nevertheless, PM Starmer remains undeterred, comparing the enforcement to bans on alcohol sales to minors. In the U.S., bipartisan support for social media regulation is growing, though Congress remains divided on specific details. According to a report by UPI, the European Parliament has officially approved a transatlantic trade agreement with U.S. President Donald Trump, nearly a year after the initial deal was struck at Trump's Turnberry golf resort in Scotland. The European Parliament voted 440 to 151 in favor of the deal, with 50 abstentions. Under the terms of the agreement, the European Union will eliminate tariffs on various U.S. industrial and agricultural goods, including car parts, lobsters, and agricultural products. In return, President Trump agreed to reduce tariffs on numerous European exports, capping most of them at 15%. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen hailed the vote as a significant milestone, moving both sides closer to fulfilling their tariff reduction commitments. The legislative process in Europe had previously faced delays due to geopolitical friction, including U.S. threats regarding Greenland and legal challenges to President Trump's original tariff plan under the International Economic Emergency Powers Act. Although this parliamentary approval marks a critical breakthrough, individual EU member states must still formally ratify the agreement before it can fully take effect. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.